Mahaparivacharanam. It was a simple event. At first, some women sang a song of agony written by the Devadasis. Then another group came and described their experience on their journey to independence. Their children, many of whom had become doctors, nurses, lawyers, clerks, government employees, teachers, railway employees, and bank officers, came and thanked their mothers and the organization for supporting their education. And then it was my turn to speak. I stood there and words suddenly failed me. My mind went blank and then distantly. I remembered my father's words. I feel very proud knowing that I gave birth to a doctor who helped 10 helpless women make the most difficult transition from being sex workers to independent women. I'm usually a spontaneous speaker, but not on that day. I was too choked with the emotion. I didn't know where to begin. For the first time in my life, I felt that the day I meet God, I will be able to stand up straight and say confidently, "You have given me a lot in this lifetime, and I hope that I have returned at least something. I have served 3,000 of your children in the best way that I could, relieving them of the meaningless and cruel Devadasi system. Your children are your flowers, and I am returning them to you." Then my eyes fell on the women. They were so eager to listen to me. They wanted to hear what I had to say. Abhay was there too, looking overwhelmed by everything they had done for us. I quoted a Sanskrit sloka for my grandfather had taught me when I was 6 years old. "Oh God, I don't need a kingdom, nor do I desire to be an emperor. I don't want rebirth or the golden whistles or heaven. I don't need anything from you. Oh Lord, if you want to give me something, then give me a soft heart and hard hands so that I can wipe the tears of the others." Silently, I came back to my chair. I didn't know what the women must be thinking or feeling at that moment. And old Devadasi climbed up onto the stage and stood there proudly. With a firm voice, she said, "We want to give our Akai a special gift. It is an embroidered bedspread, and each of us had stitched some portion of it. So there are 3,000 stitches. It may not look beautiful, but we all wanted to be present in this bedspread." Then she looked straight at me and continued, "This is from our hearts to yours. This will keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter, just like our affection towards you. You were by our side during our difficult time, and we want to be with you too. It's the best gift I have ever received." The meaning of a philanthropy. One day, I attended a wedding in the family and met my friends and relatives of a long time. Since we were guests and not part of the organizing committee, there was plenty of time for us to chat. Everybody was giving updates about their lives as we sat in a group when the conversation moved to the topic of the giving back to our country and society. One of the women opined, "Philanthropy needs a lot of time. Also, a woman must be financially strong and have fewer responsibilities at home, assuming that there are no other hobbies that she is passionate about. It is possible to pay attention to charitable work. I think it is all to do with the unpaid debts," remarked a cousin. "If a person has taken assistance from someone in a previous lifetime and they have not repaid the debt, be it financially or physically, then the person must repay the debt in this lifetime. So all it means is that philanthropists have taken a lot of help in the last breath and are simply repaying those debts now." Another woman said, "You don't need talent when it comes to distributing money for charity. It's nothing but a way to pass time." Then she looked at me with a friendly smile and asked, "You are from the industry. What do you think?" I knew that the intentions of my family and friends were not bad at all. So I did not get hurt or feel upset. With time, I have become intensive to unhelpful comments and more sensitive to causes. I explained to them as best as I could. In my long journey of philanthropy, I said, I have met many people who have helped others irrespective of their circumstances. For instance, some of them did not have any money. Some had a little, while there were others who had more than they would ever need. The only thing you really need to be a philanthropist is the attitude and determination to assist others. Give an example, said one of them. Of course, I will. This is the best way to convince you. You must have traveled at least once from the Badami railway station to the town. There are huge neem trees on either side of the road. The story goes that there once lived a lame man who wanted to make a difference. So he planted neem saplings all by himself on both sides of the road. In the old days, there was sufficient rain and not much global warming, so the plants grew into trees. Today, however, no one remembers his name, and all that remains is a story of an unknown lame man who provides shade to all the future travelers on the road. Tell me, isn't that an act of charity? There were ohs and ahs from the women sitting around me. Tell us more, a few chorused. I noticed more people joining our group. Well, there is a well-known urologist in Bangalore named Dr. Sridhar. He lived and worked abroad before making a decision to come back to the country. He could easily have decided otherwise and worked for a private hospital in a foreign land and earned much more money. Instead, this doctor lives with his family in a two-bedroom rented home for the last 31 years and works every day towards fulfilling his dream of providing a professional opinion and helping people with complete disregard to financial consideration. He has found a way to do this by making a clear demarcation in the way he works. He sees patients in the morning and charges his usual fees. However, in the evening, between 4 and 6, he sees each patient for free, irrespective of the income of the patient. Thus, he balances both parts of his life with sincerity. When I asked him the secret behind his noble deed, he said, I have a very understanding and supportive wife and encouraging children who have allowed me to go down this road. I wouldn't have been able to do so without them. That's when it hit me that even in philanthropy, great things cannot be achieved without family support. I saw a few notes in the group. I continue. Recently, I was in Jaipur for work. While I was traveling in the city, my driver stopped to go to a dhaba and have tea. While waiting, I saw a beautiful farm surrounded by the boundary wall. There was a patch of green vegetables between the boundary wall and the road, and I saw a gardener working there. Curious, I went up to him and started a conversation. Why are you working outside the boundary? Who does this patch belong to? Just then, a big and strong man came out of the farm and headed towards the patch. When I asked him the same question, he invited me to come inside and have a look. I went in and immediately realized that the land belonged to a rich family. When I threw some more questions at the man, he said, This is my ancestral land. I realized deeply that there are others who do not have land and are not so fortunate as I am. So I decided to grow a few simple vegetables like coriander, spinach, fenugreek, and other green leafy ones in the patch outside. The gardener has been instructed to take care of it, and in the same way that he takes care of the rest of my land. I have also told him to let anyone take the vegetables from there without question. He must only do his work with sincerity. I was surprised. Who take the vegetables? I asked. There are many laborers who work around here. They come and pick some up. What happens if a person who is not poor takes it? Then I feel nothing but pity for him or her, but we do not say anything. I have been doing this for many years now, and everyone in this area knows the poor people get free vegetables from this garden. I was amazed at his quiet benevolence. Mahaparivajana.